So this is going to kind of be one of a two-part thing I'm going to do. So the first part here is going to be all about move-in day. Um, a lot of the students will be receiving what's called a golden ticket. It really doesn't have that much to do with it. They ask you to bring it with you. Um, it really, at that point, a lot of the times it really doesn't matter. What you need to know, however, is that the golden ticket basically represents that you're good with everything. You have paid your bill off, you have no health concerns, which means with the health office that you have insurance, you're good to go, and everything's basically paid off. So that's that part. The golden ticket really doesn't matter that much, but it does help to know that in the back of your mind that everything's okay. So to the first move-in day, I know it's going to be nerve-wracking. I know you're going to have a million questions going on in your head. Oh my God, what do I do? What do I do? This and that and this. That's where I'm trying to help. So there's this program called the Hall Raisers, and they will be walking around in, I believe, white shirts that have Rocky on it, carrying a little suitcase. They will be helping you guys to bring your stuff upstairs to your dorms, wherever they might be. I this year will be a building coordinator. I'll be wearing a bright green shirt. That's if they keep to the colors of last year. So the process is actually really simple once you get the hang and the logistics of it. So we ask you to be there when we literally ask you to be there, because we schedule a certain amount of people to come at a certain time. Because if you come a few minutes early, it's fine. We just ask you not to come 2 hours late and, there's a whole bunch of people already there. We understand that things happen. You don't have to explain yourself to us. We just ask you to try to be there when your thing says, please be in by 11 to 12. You have that hour to come in and everything else. So what you're going to have to do is, obviously you need to know which dorm is yours. The offices are going to have you pull up to a certain spot. So you and who's ever in the car is just going to hurry up, get out the car, obviously. Who's ever in the car with you, they are going to be the ones unpacking. You may not get a bin, which is like a little trolley cart, immediately. We ask you to hurry up, put your stuff on the side. While the people of the occupancy of the car are doing that, we ask you, the student, to go into your dorm to sign in, which means you need to have your student ID ready. And it also helps to definitely, this is 100%, you're going to need to know this all 4 years, so you might as well remember it now. You need to know your school ID number. You need to know your CW ID. That is one of the most important things on the campus, that along with your ID. You also need to learn, this goes for any dorm, okay? In order to get into your dorm, you need to swipe your card and put in the last 4 digits of your social security number. Please know your social security number. That is very important. Trust me, you're gonna hate your damn number by the end of 4 years, but it does help to know that on your first day. I don't want anyone in the middle of the hallways scrambling around in a bag to try to find the information, or what if you left it at home and you don't have any documents see with the number on it. Please know, at least, if you don't know the whole social, at least know the last 4 digits of your social, because it will help you, because that is how you're getting into your dorm. So we're going to back up a little bit. While you're going ahead and you're signing in with your dorm, as in they're going to give you these checklists and everything else. So that, in all, is what you're going to need to bring with you upstairs. The people who are out front, who are unloading, hopefully by now they would have had a trolley or a cart putting all the stuff in. We are 100% not against you bringing a little push cart or one of those little lever things with the 2 wheels on it to help bring up the big stuff, like say like a mini fridge or a microwave, stuff like that. We are 100% not against that, because that way it makes less amount of trips on the cart. It makes less amount of trips on the hall raisers to help you up to the floor that you're living on. So right when you go in, we ask you to go ahead and unload the cart first. Don't worry about hurrying up, setting up. We ask you to unload the cart first. By that time, the hall raiser who's ever with you should know by now that you don't have anything else. So they'll go down and they'll help the next person. That's on them. What you want to do is don't touch any of your stuff. Look around the room. If there's a paint chip on the checklist that you have, it's usually pink, sometimes yellow. It all depends on which copy gets pulled off first. If there's a chip and it says on the wall, on the left side wall, that it's in perfect condition, brand new condition, you're going to write that down, that there is a chip. You're going to put down fair condition, and you're going to have down, there's going to be a little comment section, left wall paint chip. You're going to check everything. You're going to check the desks. You're going to check all the wardrobes. You don't want to have it so that it's not going to be, everyone claims a desk. Whether you're in a double, a triple, you'll claim a desk. You don't want to just focus on your stuff, because when the people come in, they don't know it's your stuff. So you want to check everything. Make sure everything is new. Look at that paper. If that thing says it's in brand new condition and that thing has a dent in it, you're going to write that down. Because you know why? You do not want to get fined at the end of the school year like I did my freshman year. There was a paint chip on the wall and the thing circled as fair, and I thought that means because they know about the paint chip. Apparently not. They said fair because there was a little freaking thumbtack nail hole in the wall. And for the little, this is what irks me. The paint chip was no bigger than a quarter. They charged me $50. Because in the end, I'm guessing they had to paint the whole new wall over for a little freaking quarter-sized chip. Do not be me, please. Please double check. That paper will be your friend for that first 20 minutes. So just go ahead, get everything checked off, then start setting up the bigger stuff. Like bedding, if you have a broom, put that away. Hang up your mirror, then start on the smaller stuff. Like your knickknacks for your desk, decor, obviously make sure your clothes are put away and stuff like that. Double check. If you need last minute things, it's okay to run out, obviously. I would tell you to go grocery shopping on that day. You can leave campus to come back on because you will already sign into that dorm. All you have to do is just go off campus and come right back. The parking will be a problem. I'm not going to say it's not going to be a problem, obviously, because there are going to be a lot of people moving in. And in the end, it's just going to help to be a smoother day, not only for the people who I would be working with, but also for you guys. It all comes down to the whole thing of making sure that you know what you have and everything else. And please, if you guys have anything that is very fragile, like you needed to bring a certain thing for whatever reason, please let the hall raisers know that because we do help unload, we do pick up to put in the cart, because we are liable for those carts. If by the end of our shift we don't clock in our cart number, and by the end of the day we can't find the cart, we do get charged. I had one person last year who left their cart in the hallway because they were helping them to push in a mini fridge into a corner. They came back and their cart was gone. They found that cart 3 hours later, but that person was almost going to have to pay $350 for a new cart, and it's kind of crazy. So we have to keep track of the carts at all times. That's our main concern with it, along with helping you guys. We are not to pick up any mirrors. We are not to pick up very fragile stuff. We can help lift up heavy stuff. Like we said, if you have a mini fridge that you need to put in the cart, we'll help you lift that out and everything else. It's just, we're there to help make the move-in process easier for you guys. That's what we're there for. We're there to help. If you have questions, go ahead, ask us questions. I don't know specifically what dorm I will be helping out, but if you see me, come say hello, I guess. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to be a senior this year, so I definitely know where a lot of the stuff is and what needs to be done. Um, a little side note, I will be working at the diner on campus, the Red Hawk Diner. If you see me, just say hello. My name is Flo. Um, if you guys have any questions, you guys can go ahead and ask me when you see me on campus, or even in the comments below. Ask any other questions. There's going to be a second part to this. That is all going to be about just how the whole atmosphere of Montclair is, and definitely what to bring for dorming and everything else. So, bye guys.